Thank you.
Miss Rockledge, how you doing, sweetheart?
Hi, Nat. How you?
Like a boat.
I'm doing.
Good. Paulie over there in his spot. Talking about some, Miss Richardson there? Tell her I said hi. I said, you bad as the...
All right, friends, we are about to get started. So we kind of touched on this today. I have a question.
What's your question?
I have a question.
What's your question?
I want you all to look at the screen and tell me, what are these? What are these that we see?
Numbers.
We see numbers. So how are numbers different from letters?
Because numbers, we
count numbers. All right, let's practice having one voice at a time, okay? Because remember, we can all sing together and all talk together. Okay? So Neve, complete your thought. You said that numbers we count and letters. What do we do with letters?
We count them and go all the way to
100. And numbers even go past 100, Neve. Did you know that?
Why you got like
what about letters? How are numbers different from letters? Anybody have an idea about how numbers are different from letters? Come on mute if you have an idea. Cassie, can you tell me something you know about letters or numbers?
I know about numbers.
So what are numbers?
I know about numbers because they have
What do they have? Tell me a number.
A number is
don't say you don't have paper. That's not
11.
11 is a number. That's a team number. Excellent job. So, do I use alphabets or numbers to call someone? If I wanted to call someone on my phone, would I use numbers or alphabets?
Numbers.
I would use numbers. Well, if I wanted to read a book, would I be reading numbers or would I be reading letters?
Letters.
I would be reading letters that are grouped together. You're right. But there can be numbers inside of books, so don't get that part confused, all right? So numbers are different from letters because numbers are things we count to tell how many, and letters are words. Letters get put together to form different words, friends, okay? So, who can tell me what is something we do when we read a new book? This year, we've been doing something different. It's something with our eyes and something with our brains. Who remembers what we do when we read a new book?
Okay.
Devin, do you remember what we do when we read a new book, James? Israel, what do we do when we read a new book? We do something with our eyes and something with our brains. What do we do, Malia?
We sit down and read books.
We sit down and we read the book, and then what do we do before? Well, after we read the book the first time, we do something called notes. Say it again, Roy. We figure out things that we notice in the book, and then what else do we do?
We realize.
Say it again.
We realize.
We realize. Okay, so we notice different things. That are some things we see, some things we realize. What else do? We ask what?
That's why I'd be afraid of the dark.
We ask questions.
Question.
We ask questions about the book. Very good. And that part is called wonder. We wonder about the book. So when we read new books, we notice things about the book and we wonder. We make I wonder statements. So today we're going to read a new book, and guess what? We're going to get a chance to notice some different things. We're going to see some different things, and we're going to wonder some things. We're going to ask questions, okay?
Red rises my mighty cubs.
So everybody on mute for me,
awesome
please.
and so intelligent. So
today we're going to talk about the different parts of a book. We're going to read a new book and identify some of its features, and then we're going to discuss what we notice and what we wonder about the book. All right? So I'm going to share our new book. I like how somebody's practicing their alphabets. This book is full of alphabets, so you'll get a chance to see those today. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
All right. So today's book is titled Chicka Boom Boom. Friends, do you guys have this book? If you have this book, let me see. Can you go to the part of the book that looks like the part that I'm displaying on my screen, the part that I'm showing you? This, friends, is called the front cover of the book. Can everyone come off mute and say front cover?
Front cover.
Good job. And written on the front cover is something that tells us the name of the book. Who knows what tells us the name of the book?
The title.
The title. Excellent job. So everyone say title.
Title.
The title tells us the name of the book. And the title of our book, friends, is called Chicka Boom Boom. Well, friends, to create a book, to create a picture book, I should say, there are two very important jobs. The two jobs are the jobs of the author and the job of the illustrator. What do you think the author and the illustrator do? You're on mute, James, but I see that you have a bright answer. Could you come off mute and share?
Draw the page together.
So one of them must draw the pictures. And what about the other one? If one person draws the pictures, what is the other important job for a picture book?
Draw the name of the book.
So you write the name, okay? Can you say write the name or write the words?
Write the name.
Write the name or you write the words. So now we have to figure out who does what. So we have an author and we have an illustrator. One of those people write the words or names in a book, and the other person draws the pictures in the book. I wonder who writes the words, and I wonder which person draws the picture. Well, friends, guess what? The author writes the words. Can you guys say the author writes the words?
The author writes the words.
Excellent job, excellent job. Well, who can repeat after me and say the illustrator draws the pictures?
The illustrator draws the pictures.
Wow. So everyone put your books down, touch your head, and look at my screen. That's how I know you're ready. I see Malia have her hands on her head and she's looking at my screen. Excellent job, Malia. You can't see my screen? Oh, I'm sorry, Princess. Let me try to fix that. How about now? Can you see my screen, Zamari?
No.
Yes. You can? Excellent. Can everybody see my screen? James, can you see my screen?
Yes.
You can? All right. Well, look at this lady at the top. She's writing words in a book. What do you think she represents? Is she the author or illustrator? The author. Excellent job. And what about the guy at the bottom? What's he doing? He's drawing pictures, so will he be an author or an illustrator? Illustrator. Excellent, excellent job. Devin, is everything okay? What's the matter, buddy? Come off mute and talk to me.
What is it?
What's the matter?
The chin.
You hurt your chin?
A chin.
What's wrong with your chin?
Great. No, he's
You're not giving him a chance.
yeah.
Oh, Devin, you were on mute. I apologize. I couldn't hear you. Remember, you have to come off mute, okay? Well, Devin, stay off mute really quick, okay? Because I have a question just for you. Devin?
Yes.
I turned my book to this side. I was looking at the front cover, but I flipped it over. Do you know what part of the book this is?
Can we try making that letter
A front cover.
This was the front cover, but I flipped it, and now this is the
Back cover.
this is the back cover. Excellent job, Devin. This is the back cover. So, friends, do you guys see this part of your book?
We try the letter I. It's just one.
Show me the back cover of your book. Devin said when we flip the book, it's the back.
I can come to the top of it.
Excellent job, Zamari and James. Cassie, can I see the back cover of that book? Excellent job, Royu.
See?
Thank you, Zamaya. Very, very good, friends. Very good. I see a lot of friends able to identify the back cover. Excellent job, Israel. Thank you so much for that.
On your book.
So that's the back cover of the book. This is a very, very important part of the book, friends. Can you show me this part of the book on your book? Who has this part of the book? Because you know, something very bad can happen.
Alrighty. You guys are doing such a
Israel,
smart
what
job.
part of the book is this?
You have your
Come off mute for me, buddy.
your letters.
Push the button.
One more time for me, Israel.
No, it's not the front cover. You gotta talk louder. What part of the book is that?
Israel, is this the spine of the book or the back cover of the book?
Fine cover.
This is the spine, just the spine. Everybody say the spine. And Zamari, could you tell me why the spine is so important for the book?
Okay, yes. So the pages won't fall out.
Thank you, Cassie, for helping Zamari out. Zamari, could you come off mute for me? So, Zamari, why is the spine so important for the book?
Or the book is stick together.
It holds the pages together. So, everybody do your hands like this. Let me see you hold your hands tight together. Very good. So that is what the spine do for the book. It holds the pages together. Excellent, excellent job. This, friends, is a new feature that we've been learning about. This feature is called the title page. Can everybody say title page?
Title page.
And the title page tells us the name of the story, and it tells us the author and illustrator of the story again. So this part is just like the drum roll of the book. Everybody do a drum roll really quick. It's like the drum roll of the book. And it's like, are you ready? Because
Yes,
guess
we
what?
always ready.
Look, look, look.
It's time for a book.
Everyone come off mute really quick.
Look, look, look.
And I want you to echo Miss Richardson as I sing the song, okay? James, all right, wait for you. Malia, Tyler, Devin, wait for you. Everyone off mute. And echo, Miss Richardson. Look, your
Say
turn.
that.
It's time for a book. Listen very quietly. Let's read a book. Excellent job. So everyone on mute, and I'll tell you when to come off mute so that we can collaborate or we can discuss a question together, okay? Wow, just waiting for 2 more friends to go on mute. 1 more friend to go on mute. Zamari, that is you. Excellent job. So all of my friends are on mute. And if you would like, you can use your copy of your book to follow along with me. I'll display the pages on my screen for any of my friends who do not have their book, okay? So it reads, A told B and B told C, I'll meet you at the top of the coconut tree. Uh-oh. Sounds like these friends are about to race to the top of this tree. Whee! Said D to E, F, and G. I'll beat you to the top of the coconut tree. It's a race. Let's see who's going to get there first. Chicka, chicka. Boom, boom. Will there be enough room? Here comes H up the coconut tree. And I and J and tag along K, all on their way up the coconut tree. Chicka, chicka. Boom, boom. Will there be enough room? Look who's coming. LMNOP. Let's stop. Everyone off mute. Off mute. Let's have a collaboration. Let's discuss something really quick.
Miss Richardson.
Yes.
I was copying you on a book.
You were? I'm glad you were able to follow along in your own copy of the book.
Me too.
Friends, you too? I have a question.
What's your question?
I want to know, how does the illustrator use pictures to show the author's words? Look at the pictures and think about what the author just said. What did the author say? How did the illustrator show that with the pictures the illustrator drew?
He said chicka boom boom. Like a
So what did he say about I, J, and K, Malia?
I, J, is K, and K.
He said they were going up the coconut tree. And what did the illustrator draw to match those words?
The letters.
The illustrator drew pictures of those letters. And did he just put the pictures on the ground, or did he put them somewhere? Did he place those letters?
Up the tree.
He placed them up the tree because the author said that they were going up the tree. Excellent, excellent job. Kiss your brain, princess. Excellent response. Everybody on mute. Let me see. You're the first person to mute yourself in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent job, friends. You guys are working it out. I can't see my book. All right. And QRS and TUV were all on their way up the coconut tree. Still more W and X, Y, and Z. Oh, the whole alphabet up the... Oh, no! Chicka, chicka. Boom, boom. Skid, scat, skittery, doot, flip, flop, flee. Everybody's running to the coconut tree. Mamas and papas and uncles and aunts hug their little dears and dust their pants. What just happened, friends?
I don't know.
It looks like a catastrophe. That means there's a big problem. What in the world is going on?
What happened? The coconut tree started to bend over and accidentally let all of the alphabets get out.
OMG! Exclamation point, Malia. Look at those letters. The letters were doing what? What were the letters doing? Let me see. Devin, what were the letters doing? Unmute yourself, buddy. What were the letters doing? They were doing what? They had a. I can't hear you, Devin. One more time.
What is this? I
Yeah.
can't see the screen.
You can't see it? I'm sorry.
Letters.
What were they doing? They were doing what? They were having were they playing hide and go seek, or were they having a race to the top of the coconut tree?
Racing.
They were racing to the top of the coconut tree. And then when all the letters got to the top of the coconut tree, Zamaya, what happened? I can't hear you, Zamaya.
It's going to be baby.
Whoa, the tree fell down. It did fall down. Oh, and
bent over.
Why do you think the tree fell down, James? Can't hear you, James. Can't hear you.
Because all of them got to walk at the each time.
Because all of the ladders were up there at one time. And how might the tree have felt, Roy? Why do you think the tree fell? Say it again. I can't hear you, Princess. You had the right answer. Say it again. I just couldn't hear you.
It was shaking.
It was shaking. And why might it have been shaking?
Because there was too many letters in the tree.
There were too many letters in the tree. And it might have been very heavy. So picture holding one book. You can hold one book, right? But what if you had to hold 26 books? There are 26 letters in the alphabet, friends. What if you had to hold 26 books? How would that feel on your muscles?
Heavy. Well,
Right. So the letters were very heavy. So the tree could not hold them letters and it collapsed.
Shoot, that's a fly.
Oh my goodness. Uh-oh, what happened?
You changed it.
Sorry. I'm going to finish reading the book. You guys can go back on mute. Thank you so much for sharing all your wonderful thoughts.
Oh,
Help us up! Cry A, B, and C. Next from the pile was Skinny D and Stubtoe E and Patched Up F. Then comes G. All out of breath. Think about the words. Next from the pile up is Skinned Knee D and Stubtoe E and Patched Up F. Then comes G. Oh, out of breath. How does the illustrator use pictures to show the author's words? Let me see. Zamari. How does the illustrator use pictures to show the author's words?
I do not know.
So listen to the words, okay, Princess? We're going to figure this out together. So next from the pile up is Skinned Knee D. So it said that D had a skinned knee, Zamari. Can you find the letter D in this picture? Do you see the letter D? You don't? All right, so I'm going to direct your attention to the letter D. So D, Zamari, give me a second. It's over here. Can you see my cursor? This is D. It's laying down, so it probably looks like a P or a B, but this is the letter D. Zamari, do you see this letter D right here? I can't hear you, Zamari.
Yes.
You do? So how does the illustrator match the author words? It says next from the pile up is skinned knee D. How do we know that D has a skinned knee? A skinned knee means that he hurt his knee. So it's like a bruise on his knee. How does the illustrator show that in this picture, Zamari?
The Band-Aid.
The Band-Aid. Excellent job. So the illustrator uses pictures to show the author words by putting a Band-Aid on the letter D. And it says stub-toed E. What about the letter E? How do we see that E has a stub toe?
He hurt his toe.
How do we see that in the picture?
He got a Band-Aid on his toe.
It's like a Band-Aid or like a red sore on the toe. What about F?
He got a Band-Aid.
F has a Band-Aid. And what about G? G's out of breath, gasping for air. What is G doing? Is G sitting the right way, or is G laying down?
Laying down.
Excellent job. So we see the illustrator uses the words from the author to make this wonderful picture. This is a wonderful description from the
I
illustrator.
can open the
Thank
milk.
you, Zamari. All right, back on mute, friend. Thank you. H is tangled up with I. J and K are about to cry. L is knotted like a tie. Look at those pictures. Look at the illustrations, how the illustrator used the author words to make his wonderful descriptions. M is looped. N is stooped. O is twisted alley-oop. Skit, scat, scoodle, doop, flip, flop, flee. Look who's coming. It's Black-Eyed P. QRS and Loop Tooth T. Uh-oh. Sorry, friends. Then U, V, W, wiggle, jiggle free. Last to come is X, Y, and Z. And the sun goes down on the coconut tree. But chicka, chicka, boom, boom. Look, James, it's a full moon. Yes, buddy.
But the J and the K was crying.
They were crying. And how do you see the crying on that picture? What illustration shows you that it's crying?
I found it.
You found what? What do you see? What tells you that they're crying?
The page.
What's on the page though?
The illustrator.
The illustrations are on the page. What does the illustration show? What is it a picture of? When you cry, something falls out your eyes. What falls out your eyes? Tears. So do you see tears on the page?
Yes.
Let me see. Excellent, 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 James. I also see those tears. Good job. Friends, it's a full moon. I wonder what that means. A is out of bed, and this is what he said. Dare, double dare. You can't catch me. I'll beat you to the top of the coconut tree. Chicka, chicka. Boom, boom. Friends, come off of mute. Listening to the author words and looking at the illustrator's pictures, what predictions can you make about the letter? I'm on mute?
No.
No, okay. What predictions can we make about the letter A? Remember, predictions are what you think. Predictions are what you think. So what do you think the letter A is about to do? I want you guys to listen one more time before you share your prediction, okay?
The letter
A is out of bed, and this is what he said. Dare, devil, dare. You can't catch me. I'll beat you to the top of the coconut tree. Chicka, chicka. Boom, boom. What do you think A is trying to do?
Try to beat the coconut tree.
Oh my goodness. We can all sing together, but we can't all
talk together.
So let me call on a special friend. I see 3 hands up. Demaya, let me hear your thoughts. What do you think A is about to do?
Chicka boom boom. He about to fall down by the tree.
You think he's about to fall out the tree? Possibly. Good prediction. Good prediction. Anybody else have a different prediction from Zamaya? Zamaya think A is about to fall out the tree. What about you, Malia?
A might fall out of the tree, so why is he going to do that with all of the other alphabets fell out of the tree?
So it sounds like you don't think A learned his lesson. You think A is about to go back up the coconut tree, which is a bad idea because the letters just all fell out of the tree. Any other predictions? Thank you, Malia, for that.
You're welcome.
Yes, Cassie, come off mute for me, princess.
See you later, Miss.
So,
One more time, who's going to go off the coconut tree?
Little A, because he left out the house.
You think A left?
I think.
Hold 1 second, Cassie. I have some friends who aren't muted, so I can't really hear you. Go right ahead. Start over. So you think little A is going to go up the coconut tree, and then what's going to happen?
I think little A could only go up the coconut tree because it was all of them. I think only one at a time. They got to take turns.
Oh, okay. So you think instead of A going with all of the friends, A is going to go by himself so that he can get to the top of the coconut tree. Am I hearing you right?
Yes.
Sounds good to me. That's a wonderful prediction, friend. Wonderful prediction. Well, I don't know what A is up to because, friends, that is the end of such a great story. Friends, isn't reading fun?
Yes.
You scared me for a minute, Zamar. I thought you were going to say reading wasn't fun. You know, reading is Miss Richardson's favorite thing.
Miss